The following presentation does not represent Australian opinion or intellect. We do not speak for any religious order or ethnic minority. We are not political scientists or uni graduates. We're insignificant upper-lower class scum, comparing notes and airing grievances. It's just our opinion. Deal with it.
No way that GST will ever be part of our policy.
Never ever.
Never ever, it's dead.
If they don't like it, go back to where they're from.
It is a big idea.
No, we don't need them.
A new world order. By 1990, no Australian child will be living in poverty.
You should shell out.
Hang on, that's my mic. I just got to rename. Dude, it's just fucked. 'Cause like I said, I haven't used this yet, so. Yeah, I need everyone to tap their mics. One at a time. Okay, that says Chanel on it right now, so I've got to change that.
Taparoo.
What's this Chanel?
Taparoo. Taparoo.
Tap it in.
Just tap it in.
I like how can you tap your thing?
You took it for your home. You took it for your home. That's your home. You took it for your home.
My white ass ball! Yeah, man, it's the best.
Yeah, man.
What a sick cut.
Great film. It's one and only film.
Such a big deal about my biceps. Why?
Why? Have you got biceps?
No, I have girl biceps.
Let me see.
You made me feel like
biceps?
the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah,
this
you're
fine?
looking pretty ripped. I can see. I do like the stripy top. I used to have one.
You have one like that. I remember
I
seeing
used to
it.
have one like that, and I used to wear it all the time. It is. You're looking very European.
Honda
I feel bogan today. Just like whatever comfort.
Marco, do me a favour. Can you lob me that bottle of water? There's a bottle of water behind you, Marco. Right behind you. Is a bag of lollies there as well?
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll
sweet.
pass that off to.
Yeah, that lollies is for everyone. We're going to need it because
Biffy?
it's
Dinosaur lollies. Okay.
Oh, dude, we just needed something with sugar, but not
enough.
ridiculous sugar.
Dinosaurs. Okay. I can dig that. T-Rexes, Brontosauruses. Yeah, tried to
All right, well, I won't bring it then.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying actually.
Who's paying out the lollies for, man?
Your lollies suck!
Yeah, it's a shit brand.
Natural Confectionery Company?
Look at the crazy in his eyes. Nah, dude.
Where's the Starburst, goddammit?
No. This is because
No, it's fine.
because it's a late session.
Dude, it's great. Great idea.
I don't want to run out of energy.
All good.
Do you do that with acting? Like,
Right.
you know, get a bag or like anything, like a random object and like emote with it?
Just like see what I can
Like,
get out of it.
Yeah,
Just be
like, as in, so now I need
be
you
one with
to
the packet,
say
be one
same
with the
line in a sad fashion. And I need you to say the same line, like you're fucking angry at it, and I need, like, all of that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do that in training workshops.
Yeah,
I
like,
did
that's
that
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I did that when I
like
went to
a workshop,
VCA.
like an
Yeah,
acting workshop
okay.
or something.
Yeah.
I've seen it on TV, guys. Like I said.
Possibly. I mean, I'm doing it now, so
Yeah.
I can do it.
It's fucking method acting and shit, man. When I take
Method
it, like-
acting, yes,
Oh, is
method.
that what
The
you call
method.
it?
No,
What's actually, that's a question for you.
yes, question.
What's the craziest thing you've done as far as method acting goes to get into character?
I can't really say it on air. No.
Oh, I'm assuming,
Aside from being on a casting couch, okay,
that's different. Carl's assistant couch. He's the latest victim of the Me Too thing, huh? Not even victim. He's
No,
just
Tony
the
Robbins
I
as well.
haven't
Did you
heard
hear-
that.
Tony Robbins came out.
Yeah.
really?
Saying that the Me Too movie, like all these bitches need to like man up and shit.
Oh, dear.
No,
you got to make a decision.
Cigar got done because of like Jenny McCarthy and all them.
Yeah, but Steven
Cigar had a
Seagal
casting couch, a legit casting
Yeah.
couch, like a red suede velvet couch.
just sitting on the couch.
What a mad cunt.
What can you bring to the company?
So anyway, back to that question. The craziest thing I've ever done method wise is I don't know. I don't know if I would classify myself as a typical method actor. Because man, it's a hard. I don't know.
How do you get into
You know what?
How do you get into
You know what? I have been out on the street
question, dude.
as a character, so I'm acting as the character out in real life.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've done that.
So that- I
Yeah.
can understand
And people
that.
are like,
Yeah.
like I was a bit like dodgy or whatever.
Well,
that's
when you
method
played that
acting, isn't
underbelly in
Yeah.
the first week, you started kicking cunts over at cafes.
I remember, man, when I was, I had that,
Arresting
when I
people
had
for no
the
reason.
whole, when I had the whole Malad Mockbell look, that I was, you know, had the shaved head, and I put on some kilos, whatever. I would get really. I think we spoke about this on one of the podcasts, but I would get very, very extreme reactions, either positive or negative, and depending on where I was in Melbourne too.
What were the positive ones?
So, for instance, when I was out in like north and like the west, we walking down the street, I get a lot of attention from females.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And then when I was, and then when I was
size on you, man.
Like,
when I was in like the east and like whatever, like around probably like east, south, whatever, and I was like walking through the supermarket, people would just really just get out of my way.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't want to.
Wow.
So let's say if you were in like St Albans, Laylaw, that kind of area,
Give
you
us
get
the
more of a
background,
look,
though.
more of a hey.
Hey, man. What's
If you were
going
in
on?
like Knox, Wanturna, people would be like, hey.
Yeah. But I remember walking through the supermarket and people would move out of the way. So
but were you like big buff or big like scary, like almost?
He just put on
like,
a lot.
You had some size.
Chub
No, it
size?
wasn't- no, it
or was
wasn't-
it like?
No.
No, it
I've
wasn't
been
chub.
to the gym.
Look, I hadn't seen him. I hadn't seen him for a while. Like after he got when it was leading up to the role, I don't think he'd started filming yet. But you basically got the word that you had to. They said you need to put weight on. So then, like all of it,
Well, no,
you were
they-
asking me about it.
Well, they didn't say that. I mean, I when they said that I had the part, I looked up because I didn't know what he looked like, right? And I looked him up, and I was like, "Holy shit, man! This guy looks like nothing like me, man. Like this is going to be the biggest challenge with this role is to actually try and physically represent."
How long did you have
this guy?
before you started filming and stuff?
Not long, man.
Yeah.
Like literally a few weeks. I was in Paris, man.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
remember it, because when you got back, you asked me what
Oh,
to do
man,
to bulk
that's-
up, and I'm like,
Eat croissants.
yeah, you said just
pastas and
you said
like
to me you started
Yes.
taking the protein and stuff, and you were hitting the gym, and I did a session with you even. I came up to Forest Hill, remember?
That's right. Yeah. I was training with my brother. You know, I was like, man, I was with Kim and I was like, man, you got to really help, get me into this, into shape for the character. And he's like, we put a diet together. I was just eating all the time and whatever it was.
Is he into
Lots
all
of
that?
carbs.
yeah, out of the 3 years.
or just having some support.
I mean, he's
as well.
always been, he's probably been the most consistent with the gym
Yeah,
out of all of
right.
us, yeah. But, and then just working and doing really heavy sets, that kind of like, heavy, deadlifts and shit like that.
Yeah.
The reason why I asked you about the method thing, right? Because other than your own research on the roles, and then when you come over and if you've got a new role and we talk about it and fit you out with a costume for an audition or some shit, I don't know what else you do, like as far as the method thing goes.
Okay.
Because I remember, fuck man, like 2012 or something, it was ages ago.
Yeah.
We were doing a short film out, like we were filming out in Geelong.
Okay.
I can't remember where it was. Yeah, it was Geelong. Like we're doing a random short film about some druggy thing, yeah?
Yeah.
And on a dare just to shut someone up, I took a role on, like I was producing something in that thing, or I was doing it as a favour for someone that I'd done something. Yeah, I got involved in this production when I wasn't meant to.
Yeah.
Aside from production level shit.
Uh-huh.
And they said we need someone to play an old drug dealer's gay boyfriend. Like,
I remember this. Yeah, I
And
do
I'm like,
remember.
When
this.
is it? And like, guy in a week. I was playing fucking Xbox or something. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I don't care. Right? And my whole reasoning was, I thought of Hank Azaria doing the birdcage. He's the gay, yeah. From that.
The
that
Puerto
gave
Rican
him-
guy.
Yeah.
Where was
the
he
illegal.
from? Dominican Republic or something like that.
He always
Puerto
cry.
Rican or-
He'd always like break down and stuff.
He's like the kid.
He's
listening to
fucking
Gloria.
He's hilarious, man. He's
but
hilarious.
then my whole reasoning to it was because I was trying to get into voice acting, and my whole thing was, well, Hank Azaria did that, and that springboarded him, like that accent that he did, that springboarded him into like The Simpsons and became even bigger.
Was that before The Simpsons?
No, it was the same time with The Simpsons, but that got him like notoriety, man. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like his
Yeah.
acting chops got taken over just because of that fucking role.
Fucking hell.
So I said, yeah, it's fine, I'll do the gay role, I don't give a shit.
How was it? I want to see.
You were fully like dragged up,
Dude,
right?
I was wearing fucking like a silk robe, leopard jocks, I had eyeliner, this leather beret sort of cap. Like
You
a
went-
real...
Wow.
You went full spec.
Yeah, but I had to play... I did a line of Whiz Fizz, like, on the thing as well, right?
Oh, fuck.
And they got a shot of me, like, fucking trying to snort it up. I'm like, give me the fucking Whiz, man. I was like...
Oh fuck, that would
would
sting.
burn.
That
I
would
don't care.
That would.
The production went for like 10 hours. Big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
You know what they
Needed that
use?
hit.
You know what they do use for that though in films and
Corn
stuff.
flour,
Glucose.
glucose, yeah.
Yeah, straight glucose.
Starch, yeah. Cornstarch and shit as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, in order to get into character, because I only read the script like 48 hours before, I had no fucking idea. The night before, we were shooting on like a Saturday morning in Geelong, and casting call was like 8 a.m. and I wasn't staying up there like the night before. So I'm like, fucking hell, man, it's a 2-hour drive to Geelong.
Yeah.
So I got to get up at 6. I went out on the Friday night. Like, fuck it. I had like an
needed that
hour and a
excuse.
half sleep, hour and 45 minutes sleep.
Yeah.
Stopped at that BP, you know, on Warrigal Road after Chatty, where the freeway entrance
Yeah.
is. Stopped there, bought a massive can of Mother
Oh,
and a
no.
bag of lollies, and I was listening to Britney Spears, Give Me More. Like, all
You
the way,
were method. That's method,
all
man.
the way to Geelong.
For what?
I'm
A Puerto
fucking
Rican gay dude.
I'm singing
Dude, that's
Britney Spears.
You went method, bro.
Dude.
Yeah.
You went method. The only
Yeah.
thing you didn't do is cop it in the ass. That's it.
Yeah, literally. Well, that's
Well, we don't know.
we don't know
It
about
was a
that.
Friday night. I don't know how much. But yeah, that's it. That's why I asked you, because I remember that specifically. I got there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I fucking rocked up at like 10 to 8. Everyone's like, you alright, man? I'm like, yeah, I'm good, man. Let's just fucking do this.
Yeah.
What?
That's
You're
good,
not
man.
getting
In your
your
left
jocks. I'm like,
and
yeah, let's do it.
That's very quite impressive, man. Look, I mean, I'll employ, maybe a method, or maybe select methods that I think would help, but I don't. Or I'm not like religiously. I'm a method actor. And
Yeah.
Well,
this is the
dude,
way I
fuck.
go about it.
Heath Ledger did it and it killed him.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing.
Well, he went, what? How long was he in that hotel? Do you guys read about it?
Yeah, it's-
Heath Ledger, when he was
Yeah,
doing The Dark Knight,
yeah.
he locked himself in the fucking apartment in New York for like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
month, 6
Yeah.
weeks. I don't even know what it was.
Yeah, but he was also he had a lot of stuff going on in his personal life.
Yeah.
He had just split up with his missus. He was on painkiller, like he was
That
on
would have
prescription
pushed him
meds.
over the edge, man. Like
Hard
being-
prescription meds, like he had depression and stuff. Like it was a cocktail
Yeah.
of different things that pushed him out. That ended up.
Yeah.
But the role he played and the way
And
it
the
came
role-
out was amazing.
Oh,
like
dude,
he
it's
just,
one of the greatest.
just villain, like
It's one of the,
Oh, it was-
it's- to me, it's
perfect.
it's one of the greatest film performances.
yeah, just it's
Ever.
You know when you watch a movie and you think it's pretty cool, it's like believable. That was fucking
Dude,
believable.
that is scary. When
Yeah,
I'm watching
scary,
that,
believable.
I am
yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
What's
It's
your
like it's
favourite
him.
scene?
It's actually not even an actor.
What's your favourite scene in
the
that
villain.
movie?
That's actually
Do you
the
remember?
kind of thing. It's like
I
Yeah.
I know he did a great job, and I was well impressed, but I don't remember.
I don't remember shit from that movie.
I just love it
I
when
like-
you
I like
can't
the-
really pick it when he goes quite a little insane, like something ticks and
Yeah.
he goes a little insane. And
for
you're just
real
like,
though, it actually ticked. Something actually
yeah,
went off.
Like
Yeah.
you just.
Yeah.
I like it when he's got that big speech, the monologue, and he's I think he's got like a pencil or something.
Oh, when he confronts all the mob bosses
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
start.
yeah.
It's like, here's a pencil. and I can make it disappear.
yeah. Oh,
My favourite bit, man, is in that monologue, yeah? When Gamble, the black dude that plays, is it Michael B. Jordan?
I think so. I'll
Yeah.
have a look.
Oh, is it Michael B.
Is
Jordan?
he?
I think it is Michael B. Jordan. He plays, he's opposite him, and he calls him, a freak. And he's like, nah.
Yeah.
He's got all those fucking ticks and
All
shit.
those
Like what
ticks.
Aurora's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucked. It's like, if you're so good, why don't you think it's like, never, if you're good at something, never do it for free.
Yeah.
He's just fucking creepy, man.
Yeah, so I mean, look, it's a very contentious. Obviously, when it starts to get, you can blur the lines, and it's been there is controversy around that,
Let's see
around the
what-
method. But there's a very famous story that is among acting circles of the difference between the method acting and say your classical actors, right? And there was a film back in I think it was the 70s or something. It was it was called, what was it called? I think it was the Running Man. Not the Schwarzenegger one. Marathon Man with Dustin Hoffman and Sir Laurence Olivier, right? It's a famous story. And
So Laurence Olivier is a dude that died on the set of Gladiator, right? From a night of drinking?
No, that's
am I thinking of?
that's Oliver Reed.
That's Oliver Reed.
Yeah, he's
what am I
another
thinking
classic.
of?
He's another classical British actor.
Yeah.
he's great.
Who am
yeah.
me and Simo discussed this at length the last time I saw him for
Oliver
dinner.
Reed. Yeah.
Oliver Reed.
Yeah, he's great in that, man.
He's the best, man.
What does he say in that? It's like, when you hear the roar.
My favourite one is, what do you want? Girl. Boy. Makes out Rusty Crow to be a gay guy. What a cunt.
Yeah, this famous story. It's a famous story. It's on the set of Marathon Man. And here you have Sir Laurence Olivier, the greatest British actor of all time, right? Very famous Shakespearean actor. And is considered one of the greats. Mm-hmm. And then you've got Dustin Hoffman, right? And he kind of represents this new wave. Well, the method had been going since the 50s, but, the method was really kind of like really popular in the 70s in America and kind of in American cinema. people like Robert De Niro,
Yeah.
Al Pacino, Jack Nicholson, people like that, right? And Dustin Hoffman. Anyway, there's this scene where Dustin Hoffman's character has to be tired or something, right? He's been he hasn't I can't remember what the character, but the character is just fatigued, right? So what he does in preparation is he stays up all night before the take, before being on set. He ran like laps around an oval or something like this. So he was absolutely exhausted. He had like no energy. He comes to the set, completely, you know, sweating, just ragged,
fucked up.
absolutely fucked, right?
Yeah.
He is tired
I
for
can
real.
understand. That's awesome. Yeah.
Right, so and then so it's a scene with Laurence Olivier. Laurence is just looking at him, and he's like, what's wrong with Dustin? Like this. And he's like, oh well, you know, it's part of his preparation. You know, this is what he does to get into character. And Laurence Olivier's response was, my boy, well, why doesn't the dear boy just act? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, just act. What the fuck are you doing? Doing all this bullshit, you know? Just fucking act, you know? So that's the kind of difference between that kind of, those schools of thought, you know, the method and the kind of classic British trained actor.
Yeah,
Right.
theatre-based sort of heads.
yeah.
I was going to say, do you remember De Niro and King of Comedy?
Yeah, great film.
Have you seen King of Comedy?
Yeah, great film. With Jerry Lewis.
With Jerry Lewis, yeah.
Haven't.
And Jerry Lewis plays a straight role.
Yeah.
And he's fucking great.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
like Jerry Lewis's character really starts hating Robert De Niro's character. Yeah, because Robert De Niro is just his thorn in his side.
Yep.
And apparently on set, De Niro just let loose when he let loose to like crew and cast and stuff when he knew Jerry Lewis would be within earshot, but he did it on purpose. But he let
evoke
loose
some
all
kind
these
of-
anti-Semitic fucking slurs.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah, like
Wow.
just gave him shit for being a Jew, like hard, to the point
my
where Lewis was
God.
like fucking furious. Like,
Oh my God.
Yeah, but it was just to get him rolled up for the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Wow,
That's
there
it.
you go. Yeah. De Niro's
That
known.
inspiration.
He's known for that, man. He's known. His full method. Like he on the what was it on the you know, on Taxi Driver. You know, like
Yeah, he drove a cab for a couple months.
yeah, he drove a cab to get into character.
Yeah, screwed around the cab.
He got
Yeah,
like
man.
a cab driver's license. He was driving around
Wow.
for a couple of months. Yeah.
What would you say you're like more inclined to? Or do you just sort of pick and choose method acting?
Oh, if it was rolling
classical acting?
underbelly, he went and
Because-
became part of the cartel.
Well, yeah, well, but I know you're like
We
you
lost
have a
Alexander for a
background
while.
in theatre.
I didn't see,
Yeah.
But he came
So,
back.
yeah, that-
Yes, look, I wasn't. I mean, I wasn't trained. You know, I wasn't
Handing
trained.
naughty
I
toys
wasn't
and
trained in the method.
right.
But a lot of my teachers, I have learnt method along the way. So
Okay.
I went back to training and I learnt a lot of those techniques.
Yeah.
So mine's like a potpourri of different
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean? So
He goes either way.
Yeah.
for instance, for now, like
Depends on the role.
Well, right now,
Smirk on their
now. You know, I'm doing a play, and we're in rehearsals, and
We plug in
Front
this
row
already.
and
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
front row and
17 minutes.
centre.
No, we said
it happened at some point.
I said to him, the only way I'm going to go if I get front row.
What's it called?
So
Front row to any of his shit.
he agreed. Hey, he agreed. So I'm like,
Yeah, we've got freebies. What do you mean?
I love it. First it's the coffees.
I don't know
First it's the
about
coffees. First the coffees.
No, it's not fair. No, that's not
Yeah,
but
let's plug it.
definitely,
We'll pay to see you.
please come. I'll probably be able to get you cheap tickets.
What's his play called?
I've never gotten a free ticket to anything you've ever done.
No, he said cheap. He said
Oh,
cheap.
no.
No, he said no, cheap.
All right,
tickets. He
I'll
didn't say
get
free.
you. I'll
Do you know-
get you.
Okay, you know what? I was going to wait a while, but seeing as you have to jump the
Such a
promotion-
smart ass.
I'll get you a free.
I saw my mum over the weekend, for Easter, and she gave me like a box of fucking Lindt chocolate balls. Or
Aw.
whatever. Yeah. But she just gave me
classic.
this, and she goes, "Give it to your friend Alex."
Now,
Give it to
Oh, what's this?
I bet you haven't seen this one, pretty boy.
What?
Καλώς μας τους κινηματογραφιστές, το GASF επέστρεψε.
What?
So it's Kalisma is an invitation to film buffs or actors to a Greek-Australian short film festival.
Oh my god, how
right.
cute
So they put in the
is
Greek.
she?
They put in the Greek.
Alexandros
Biggest fan.
Tsopoulos,
The
biggest fan.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Dim's mum. Dim's mum loves this
She's
guy.
like the biggest groupie.
She knows plays that he doesn't even know he's in.
Wow!
Yeah. There you go.
Can I
Alexander
meet her?
Sopoulos.
Yeah, his photo's in the Greek paper with his name.
Yeah.
I love her already.
My
How
name
cute.
looks and sounds so much stauncher in Greek.
Yeah, man.
Alexandros Tsitsopoulos.
That
Yeah, man.
is my favourite
That's
name,
right.
Alexander.
Elinas, Australos, Ethiopios.
Yeah, man.
So, tell us about the play.
So, what do you want to know?
Don't give away too much, as in because I know
give
you're
us,
in
give us the sort of...
We've just started rehearsals.
loosely based on
On his life.
It's not loosely based on. No, it's
I'm definitely coming
It's
there.
an American play. It's written by a Polish-American writer. She's a quite young and she's doing like really well. Like I think she's written a whole bunch of plays, but this is kind of one of her more famous ones. It was put up on Broadway or off Broadway a couple of years ago, and it's been played all around the States. They played it on the West End, and this is going to be the first Australian production of it. So the play's called Ironbound, and it's about a Polish-American immigrant set in New Jersey.
you play the immigrant.
So give us a bit of the accent.
Set in Jersey, and it's kind of her relationship with
Jersey.
like 3 different men in her life, and it jumps back and forth with time and stuff like that.
And you're one of the men?
And I'm one of the guys.
Assuming he's
One of the guys, and it's a lot of fun. It's a fucking great play. It's
cool.
It's funny. It's got
Well
everything in
written.
it. It's well written. It's got drama. It's poignant. It's tragic but funny. It's great.
I'm looking forward
When's
to
the
it.
date? When's the date?
Give us the date.
It opens on the 9th of May. There's a couple of previews on the 2 nights before, so on the 7th and the 8th, we got 2 previews. But the show opens on the 9th, and then it runs through to the 27th.
Wow.
Cool. All right, well, it's before I leave for Hawaii, so it's a good choice on the date.
Yeah, man.
It allows me to grace you with my presence.
We organised around your schedule, actually.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I fly out on the 27th.
Told his wife, I said, listen, when are you travelling? So I
fly out on the 27th. I got to go see Alex's play, so,
I think you guys will really like it.
Cool.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm
looking forward
to it.
to it,
Sounds good.
yeah, I got a nice little Josie accent going on. You know what I'm talking about?
Well,
Like that.
yes.
Right. All right.
All right.
Is your mum coming?
Go fuck yourself. All right.
Yes.
Right here, all right.
It's right here. All
My
right.
mum has seen all his shit, everything
love
that he's
it.
done.
I love
So
it already.
everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
She's my number 1 fan.
Literally, the number 1 ticket holder for his career.
Okay.
That's great.
Rests on my mother being in this country.
Now, you didn't let us know about this other commercial you were doing. I had to find it on YouTube because I was waiting to listen to a song from Rammstein. And, right, as you can see by the German Imperial. Now, I'm waiting for Du Hast to load up.
Oh, God.
Right?
The only song I know.
And Führerfrei, right? I was listening to that. And on comes this gas ad, and I'm like, I know that voice. The voice got me. I didn't even see you. I didn't see it first. It was the voice. And he's like, something about, no more expensive breakfast or something like that. And I'm like, this sounds like Alex. So
Where is he, man? He's in my kitchen.
I scanned through. Gotcha. Garnish. You know use garnish.
I've wanted to call you Dave,
yeah.
the last 24 hours. You have no idea.
Dave.
I think you
Dave-o.
did such a good job.
Yeah.
Ignore these two
No.
smuts
Like
over
the
here.
way you did, like everything you've done. Everything that he's done on TV commercials and stuff is flawless. Like he's
No. I'll be honest. 'cause
I'm like, where's Alex? I just see Dave.
It's weird that this is coming up, right? Because I wanted to bring it up with him just personally, but I'll bring it up anyway. I'll be honest, everything is done as far as TV commercials, like they're legit, right? Like,
they wouldn't hire him again.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Right? I've never laughed at him just because I thought he did a shit job, right?
Right.
I laughed because you got that cheesy grin. I'm like, I'm Dave. I'm cooking breakfast
Hi,
in my
I'm
house.
Dave. Would you like some eggs?
Fuck
poached.
My
I've
Jim
had a
Carrey
free
shit.
coffee at his house. It's about
And a
it.
smoke.
Yeah, I'm lucky to get a smoke. No. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because it fucking infuriates me. I saw an ad for GoDaddy with what's the cunt from Home and Away, the old cunt?
Alf.
Yeah, the actual actor's name. No one knows.
Stuart.
No one knows his name.
No, what's his name?
Blame
I don't know the guy's name, but I know the ad you're talking about.
Yeah, the old cunt.
I'm going to
The
find
rape
his
dungeon.
name. It's on the tip of my
I don't even
tongue.
know this guy.
What's his name? Alf Stewart.
Flame and Alf.
Yeah, right? He has played that character for like fucking 100
Fucking Ray Meager.
There you go, right? The guy's literally
Right.
like 100
Flamin'.
years old. And I remember about a couple of years ago,
Yeah, I see
he
him.
got this special on TV because they were recognising his illustrious career. I'm like, what illustrious career? He's done Home and Away for the last 50 years. Like, what else has he done?
Hey, that's a feat in itself,
No,
right?
but I was like,
To turn up probably for
I've
that
never
job
seen him
day
like,
in, day out.
If he had done like a myriad of fucking theatre off Broadway, I had no fucking idea.
Maybe he
right?
is. Maybe he's this accomplished
Yeah.
theatre actor. We don't
You know
even
what? Let's do some research. You know the best thing that ever happened to that guy? It wasn't Home and Away. It was the YouTube thing
No,
that
it was
came
the
out.
Rape Dungeon.
Yeah, the Rape Dungeon and the... You Mexican.
Oh, I love
Yeah, what is it?
When we were in the
Now,
airport,
I felt so bad for him.
my daughter.
not bad.
I did because
Right,
like,
you little cunt,
it
this is what's gonna
catapulted
happen.
him, right? But then he couldn't escape it. Poor like,
So what? He was at the end of his career and he
And
got another 10
when he
years
accepted the
tacked on
Logie,
because of it. Yeah.
What did he say? Did he say Flamin'?
Rebecca Givney, suck a dick.
Did he say that?
No, it's been
Oh, that's
dubbed.
the
Like,
YouTube.
We were at the
Yeah.
airport in Malaysia last year, lining up. We were all exhausted. The queues were like out of control. And all of a sudden, I can't remember if it was the rookie or if it was Giuseppe Bruno, man, but someone just said, he's like, I'm not even Mexican, bruh.
Don't get involved. It's between me and Sancho.
You know,
Listen
we
here, Sancho.
Dude, we were in the fucking airport dying of laughter. Everyone's staring at us like, man, calm down. Like, calm down. Alf Stewart, man, he made our trip back the best thing ever. This is what pisses me off, man, right? He had like...
But he pisses me off.
No. They act like this is...
that-
No, hang on, man.
You know what? He's actually done a lot of stuff yet.
What? Like,
fact
for the
checker.
love of God.
Wait.
All right. Film.
What movie?
From the year 1978 to 89. And his big break was obviously Home and Away, but
But he's done nothing since.
The Chant of Jimmy Blacksmith. Shit like this. Newsfront. The Mystery at Castle House. On the
I've seen
Run.
Yeah, I remember in Mystery at Castle House. That was the
On
worst.
the Loose. You know, shit like this. And then TV. Matlock.
Dude.
Matlock? He was on Matlock.
I remember seeing him in Mystery at Castle House, yeah.
Number
It was a low-budget
96.
Aussie production.
He was on number 96.
I remember seeing him and laughing, and I was like 10, and I'm like, that's the guy from Home and Away.
Prisoner.
Seriously.
Country
escape
he was on
it.
a Country Practice for 4 years. Who the fuck was he on Country Practice?
What else is he going to fucking be on, man?
The disappearance of Azaria, what is it?
He was
Azaria
on an
Tamblyn?
ad. He was on an ad for GoDaddy or something.
Yeah,
a month ago. Like I was half asleep on the couch and I saw it, and he's trying to cook something or some shit. He ends up burning himself, like burning the meal.
Does he say Flamin'?
Maybe I don't know. But the
That's
acting,
that's his signature thing.
the acting itself was so fucking ridiculously unbelievable. I'm like, this is
here
a
it is.
joke.
Found it.
But that's the point.
Why
it is
it
a joke.
No, but
You know.
why is it these
Those ads?
Yeah, I think so.
Who's that?
Yeah.
It gets us talking about it, and that's the point of the ad.
Dude,
Like,
I would not buy that product just purely out of spite.
but we're talking about it.
No, fuck him. I'm just saying. Why is it these actors, and that's when I come to realise, they actually don't have any acting chops whatsoever. You couldn't put anyone in an ad to sell shit.
God,
but when I actually see his ads, I'll be honest, yeah, he takes on the role or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, it was Dave.
Whether
It
you're the
was
geek
Dave.
on the elevator or whether you're fucking...
Thanks, man. Thank you.
No, what? I'm saying you're doing a good job.
No, I'm saying I appreciate that.
You
I
know what I
really do.
actually
because there's
found?
not, you know what? There's not actually. You're talking about commercials and like, well, but yeah, no, I do appreciate that. That's.
But do you understand what I'm saying? It fucking irritates
I feel
me.
sorry for the Yui guy. Like every
guy?
time he comes on, I'm like, you knob.
Why?
What's
I don't
Yui?
know.
Which one's Yui? Which one's
Yui,
The
like,
insurance company.
yeah. Like,
Who are the worst, by the way.
Yui?
they're the worst.
They're the
Yeah,
worst.
Do
absolutely.
you know which one I'm talking? He looks
Yeah.
like a bit of like a bird.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
What do you reckon of Van Damme? Huh? Good actor. You know what?
he's terrible.
You know what?
He's a guy.
You know what?
You know what? He's actually amazing. in?
JCVD,
Yes.
the monologue.
That monologue.
You will cry. I
Dude,
guarantee
dude,
you.
I hadn't seen-
Aurora would cry in that scene.
All right,
you were the
let's-
one,
come on, let's
you were the
watch
one that
it.
showed me. Remember, we were at Oakland. Was it you and it was
Yeah,
me and
me and
Demi-
Fragulis probably,
yeah. And you guys, because I hadn't seen the film,
Yeah.
and you're like, watch this. Literally, watch this monologue. I was fucking floored, man.
I saw that movie at the Acme
Yeah.
Theatre, my friend. I organised
wanna
like a
watch it now.
sitting of 10. No,
I
it
was
like us in
absolutely
the
floored.
cinema,
I
no
was
one
like,
else.
fucking Van
what's
Damme
it
has
on?
got some
Like,
chops.
what is this?
He basically plays himself.
Yep.
But like not a campy version. He takes elements of his real
It's
life.
like a satire of his life.
Yeah, basically. Like
Okay.
there's a scene where he's driving in a cab and his manager or agent calls him and he loses a role to Steven Seagal.
Okay.
And he's like, what do you mean? Like, really? He's like, oh, and he lost the role because Steven Seagal offered to cut off his ponytail, like, to do the role. Like, they're taking the piss out of him.
Okay.
But he plays the same sort of character, like, he plays himself. Like, he's going through a marriage breakup,
Yep.
custody battles, he's broke.
Drugs.
And then, he goes back to Belgium to go to his hometown to do something, and then he gets basically involved in a situation.
Okay.
And he's himself.
Yeah.
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 But if you watch this, if you actually see this monologue, it's really good.
Oh, yeah, I'll want to watch
I actually
it
brought him
now.
up on the weekend. We're at Easter. I'm sitting around with all my cousins, yeah? And all my
Van
cousins
Damme
are like...
comes up at Easter.
No.
Then he gets
Very
upset
good.
with his cousin, yeah.
I'll be honest.
I
We were sitting there. Dude, all my cousins were like...
shit.
Were you in the church for like 30 seconds or something?
On the Saturday.
Yeah,
that was
so
actually
you
the funny...
went into church, you spoke of Van Damme, you walked out, you said Merry Christmas.
No,
Was
actually, I
that
did
how it
something
went?
different. I did that. Hang on. The Van Damme conversation came up on the Sunday at my auntie's house. The church thing, I didn't go into church. I went to Parkdale Church. I chaperoned my mother and...
So you can get the light.
Chaperoned.
Yeah, I did.
Chaperone.
Yeah, because no one rocked
You
up.
De
It was just
Niro'd
me.
it.
I
Okay.
drove him there. And I swear to God, I was laughing my head off because I just kept saying to my mum, like, I feel like I need to smoke and to lean forward and, like, use the
Your
light
poor
as it comes out.
mum.
Mum's just laughing. She's like, shh, stop laughing. I'm like,
she's
you're
funny.
laughing.
Yeah.
I saw the Greekest thing in the world, though. I'll be honest. This is Parkdale Church, man. So they're not even like the heavy
No,
Greeks,
no,
like
no.
Clayton or Oakley.
Parkdale. Where's Parkdale?
Parkdale's like Bayside, like Mentone,
Oh, yeah.
Morty, like that
Oh,
way,
yeah.
So you get all
Parkdale.
the...
It's like a little mini suburb.
Yeah, the suburb's tiny,
So
but
you
the
can
church
Hyatt?
is fucking huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Parkdale,
lived in
right?
Hyatt, you'd
Yeah.
probably go to Parkdale
Yeah,
Church.
yeah.
Right,
But
right.
as we're sitting there, and I'm sitting there just sussing the crowd out, there's a guy next to me, yeah? It looked like he was wearing like trackies, a Yamaha racing jacket, right? Had like the dirty beard, buzz cut. He's probably like a bit older than me. But he was literally like, his missus or someone was passing him candles, yeah? Like, as in they weren't lit yet, but he was just getting the flame, like, yeah, he's being helpful. But at one point, he switched both the candles over to one hand so he could light a smoke.
Yeah, man.
While
Yeah.
the priest is going off his head. I'm like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fucking
Padre,
Greeks.
can we hurry this up,
Yeah.
please?
Dude, it's a joke. I was literally at church for I went there, we waited 20 minutes, the priest started ranting, we got the...
Dude, everyone rocks
fuck
up
out.
at like 20 to 12.
Could you not meet, like, potential women or men here?
You want to go to church to meet a woman?
I don't know.
It's a good.
But you know what I mean? Like,
I guarantee you,
a
the type of-
different,
the type of bird
different
that hangs
Greeks
out
that
at a
you're
church
not used to.
it's not someone you want
don't see every
involved,
day.
man.
Why
No, I
not?
can- I
but
can-
you,
no, I can
you
see.
chaperoned your mum.
Let me tell you
So it's
something.
Not necessarily like a
no, you know
religious
what?
person that'll
When we were
go.
younger, man, I remember we were back
Yeah.
at Forest Hill Church. You know,
Yeah.
we were coming
I
up.
was just teeing him up.
We used to get dressed up and shit because
Yeah,
we
you're
didn't know
like,
it was going to be
"Ooh."
there.
That's the whole reason why I
Peacocking at
stopped going.
church.
Oh, big time,
Yes.
hanging out like right on the because it'd spill out onto the street.
I tell you-
so we'd be at the back, like saying,
Nah.
I'll be saying hi to all my Greek schoolmates.
Yeah.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Yeah.
Chick, oh, yeah, this chick's over there, pretty hot.
You know why I stopped going?
Scoping.
Because you'd get parents there with their daughters saying, "Oh my God, this is my daughter," and no, not to set up or
Marrying
anything.
them. Oh,
No, saying how good she is and how much she studies and how she.
But you
meanwhile,
are
she was
the-
sucking 20 dicks at the toilets the week before. Yeah.
I stopped going when it became a social
Seriously,
hangout.
that's exactly. I'm Clayton Church, man.
But hey, she's still a good girl.
Of course she is
Dude,
because
the-
she studies
the
and she's.
demise,
You know?
the turning point for me was
Oh, God,
literally
that's
started. Hey, the turning
she went
point
for
literally
Don's hot dogs,
started
mate.
with the fucking epitaphial.
Sorry, say that again.
The turning point for me literally started with the epitaphial.
When you
What's
walk
that?
around.
The epitaphial is the tomb of Christ.
Yeah.
They, you know, what are the Megalia of the Mother, the Holy Week? You've
Yeah.
got the Evangelia on Thursday, is it? The 12.
I couldn't tell you, man. I'm not that
yeah.
deep into it.
Friday is the
Friday.
funeral.
Do you
Good
guys
Friday.
go to all
Friday,
this?
yeah, I went to.
When we were younger, but I
Yeah.
didn't.
Not now.
The funeral's
No,
on Friday.
I went.
Saturday is the resurrection, right? So midnight Saturday.
Yep.
But at church, during Holy Week, in Greek Orthodox Church, they do like, there's an event going on at the church every night.
It's pretty much every night. It's Holy Week, and it starts with Palm Sunday, which is the Sunday before, and then every night I can't remember. I don't know
Yeah,
what the
like-
nights are, and then Thursday is something.
Thursday's the Stavro around the
Well, Thursday you can
yeah,
go.
the crucifixion.
Thursday you can go in the morning and kinonisiu.
You can take communion on
take
Thursday
communion.
morning.
Right.
and a lot of people do that. The thing is, this is the thing that annoys me though. I don't do the communion because I know the rules.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
Wait,
So-
sorry,
gone off about
sorry.
some
What
shit
are the
all
rules?
weekend, man.
So this is the thing. There's
Greeks are
rules.
hypocrites.
The thing is, most
religion.
Greeks, right? Let's be honest here. Most Greeks, they go to church at Easter. It's the only time they go to church,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So they're not doing it for religious reasons. They're doing it for cultural reasons.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But
maybe some kind of comfort.
But yeah, sure. But this is the thing. This is the thing, right? And that's fine. You can rock up to church. You can do this. You can go, you know, and go do midnight mass, get the holy light and everything. I'm all for that. And the epitaph, fine. But when you do communion, there's actually proper rules about it. You can only take communion if you've gone through confession.
All right, yeah. These
okay.
Have you fasted?
The sacraments. You have to do the sacraments of. It's like Catholicism. Similar thing. You can't take communion until you've gone to confession.
And you've got to fast for 40 days.
Yeah.
So in order, you purify your body by fasting for 40 days. That represents Jesus' time in the desert, right?
Got it.
Then you take, then you confess to purify your soul. Yeah, to get all the shit out of your system. So then your body and soul are clean to take Christ's blood. Yeah.
Yes.
Now the problem with the Greeks is, and like anyone that's Eastern Orthodox, right? Because like Syrians, Lebos, Serbs, they're all Orthodox, right? Now the problem with this shit is the fact that it went from 40 days to a week. Right? Because we can't.
You're stretching it.
Yeah, it's too big of a sacrifice. To do it for 40 days.
This is for the cohorts. This is for the people that are just happy to. They can't commit to 40 days, so they go, you know what? I'm just going to do the week.
Right.
We basically made it nice and neat and said, all right, Holy Week, that's when we fast. Yeah.
Okay.
But within that Holy Week, all of a sudden, you're meant to give up meat, milk.
No, vegan. You meant to go vegan.
Vegan, yeah. No oil on fucking Wednesday and Friday.
I don't know about Wednesday, but definitely Friday.
Right, definitely Friday. Yeah,
you can't. There's no.
Is this a celebration of life?
There's no. You can't obviously do it. You know, you can't have. I don't think you can have sex.
Yeah,
or
you're meant to abstain from sex, lying. Yeah. You're basically meant to live the cleanest life you can.
Pretty much lock yourself in the bedroom, dude, and not even touch yourself.
Yeah, anyway, so
I'm saying like
so they go from that, right? They subsidise it, right, and they fucking make it nice and neat. They say 1 week. Okay, cool. Then they say, hey, you know what? I still need my milk with my coffee in the morning.
Yeah, right.
You know, Christ can overlook that.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. I just won't do meat on Fridays and Thursday.
Yeah.
All right. And then they basically whittle away all the rules and the canon shit to nothing.
And then they have a ham sandwich. You're like, oh, I forgot. Doesn't matter. It's only a sandwich.
Matter. It's no big deal.
What's the modernised version?
The thing that gets me though is the communion, because I mean it's just
that's the biggest one, man.
Like I know, like, and you see it, like everyone's rocked up. There's queues and queues. I'm thinking, really, all you guys have gone through confession?
It's just a big sort of eyesore of hypocrisy.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
Look, it depends. Like if you look at it like that, from these perspectives. No, I'm not saying your perspective's wrong.
Like, could you modernise it? Like,
I'm saying if you look at it from an orthodox perspective, in terms of it, you know,
and orthodox literally means the right way.
Yeah, if you look
at the literal meaning of orthodoxy, means the right way.
That's probably. Right there is where it goes wrong.
If you look at it from an, if you look at it from,
way?
From the orthodox perspective, then everyone's like, what the hell are you guys doing? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you look at it from a cultural perspective, like I'm doing this to be part of my culture, and it's a ritual, and you know, it's all part of.
Which I think a lot of it is.
And most of it, and to be honest with you, for most Greeks, I would say it's that.
I agree. My mum said the same thing to me on Sunday, and I laughed and said, it doesn't matter. This is religiousness. This is a religion. This is pious. Like, is nothing sacred? This is the point. If you want to do something culturally and change it, fair enough. But ultimately, that's the whole hypocrisy of religion, that the rules fucking change when people just decide.
So maybe just what I was going to say earlier is modernise it. So instead of, say, like 40 days of fasting, so you do 40 days of like a detox, and then purifying the soul, like where you know, like... confess, you just go to a therapist for 40 days.
That's the whole point.
And not just that. If that girl I was talking about,
that's good.
If that girl I was talking about, that's blown half of Clayton, right, goes and does communion, you think I'm going to share the same spoon as her?
Yeah, everyone shares the same.
Everyone shares the same spoon.
The goblet and the spoon are exactly the same for everyone.
But everybody. You know, now I'm going to go after her. You got to be nuts.
But I wouldn't do that with just a random.
Yeah, but that's what happens in the Greek church.
Like,
everyone shares from the same spoon.
But you know what's they say.
I hate it.
But they also say this. I don't know. There's a lot of mystery around it because no one.
I like the mystery.
All these people are eating from the same spoon, but no one gets sick.
What are you talking about? Well, look. My mum says,
you can't pinpoint
what my mum says. Well, this is what she said to me when I was a kid, and there's probably some truth to it. She goes, the alcohol content in the actual wine is enough to kill anything.
No, that could be true.
Yeah, it's only
yes, but you're still.
It's just pork.
And isn't the spoon like not sterile, but like what is it?
It's the metal spoon.
It's a metal spoon.
No, but that's sterile in some way.
Who knows?
Not after it's gone through 25 mouths.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
and you're talking about,
knows?
like, and this has nothing to do with, I'm not saying everyone's got something, but I'm talking elderly, there could be a medication, we're talking
No, I
girls
understand
that,
that
whatever,
physically,
and,
yeah. Okay,
guys that
we don't
could
wanna
have
harp
smoked
on
crack the day before. and-
blowjob germs, but
my-
it could be
you know,
any germs.
Look, my big thing is the fact that, everyone's...
I'm not a germaphobe, but it's
Everyone's
just, yeah.
pandering. Everyone's pandering to whatever their fucking their vices are now, and they're just making up fucking rules as they go along, and they justify
bullshit.
it
It's
in
all
their sick
bullshit.
head.
It's all bullshit.
Like Alex said, to him, the communion thing with the confession, a lot of people overlook that.
Yeah.
Straight off the bat, that's the biggest one they'll overlook.
Unless you're going to do it properly, don't do it.
Do it fucking
Yeah.
properly,
That's
man.
right.
You know what I mean?
Don't pretend like you. And the thing that bothers me the most is not the fact that they're doing it and they're hypocrites. It's like, all right, let them do whatever they want. The thing that pisses me off the most is the fucking shit I cop for not doing all this crap. That's
think
what bothers
that's-
me.
Wait, hang on a
Yeah.
sec. Who gives you shit?
Are you out of your mind?
All the old Greeks
It's
that are
like
probably
I said, it's the turning point for me started when I realised, like, the epitaph, the walk around the block with the tomb of Christ on the Friday night.
Yeah.
No one knew what it was
I'll just
about.
go for a lovely.
It was just a social event for people, yeah?
Yeah,
for a lot of
That
people,
was a turning point for me.
Dude, everyone's laughing, and everyone's talking, and
Laughing,
everyone's...
carrying on.
It's like, hang on a minute, we have to be listening to
Dude,
this, and...
Saturday night, as the
Check out
fucking,
their ass.
Saturday night as shit's all going off, right? The sermon's inside the church, the crowd's poured out onto the streets. All I see are the fucking phones going up in the air, people on Snapchat and shit. Like, what are you doing?
And these little punk asses setting off fireworks and
Yeah.
shit.
No.
What are you doing?
That's a turning point. When people started saying to me,
Yeah.
oh, what church you going to there?
Right.
Huh?
Right.
Oh, Epitaph today, man. You going? No.
Yeah, yeah,
You're going to the
Well,
G,
we
mate,
will.
watch Colin
You have
Collingwood.
to go. No, I don't have to do shit.
These people are dumb, man.
Yeah.
But I think that
People-
it's right. It's
people are-
ignorance,
it's-
and I think
they're just
people
ignorant.
do it because
Yeah, but
they're.
dude,
It's familiar. It's social.
Over-
And I can
Overwhelming
understand. Look,
majority.
I know, and I can understand your frustration and antagonism for these people. That call themselves,
It's like, just
Orthodox
don't
Christians,
hide
yet
behind the
they're
religion.
just-
But that's what
and
shits
just
me.
say,
People hide behind
say
it.
Yeah.
you love the social aspect, or
Yeah,
you want
or
to
just
see
admit,
your family,
yeah, just
or
admit
you
that
just
I'm
enjoy
just doing
coming
it for-
through. Yeah.
I'm just doing it for cultural reasons.
Yeah.
Dude, my mum said it to me on Sunday, yeah, because like I was paying out on the Greeks for whatever reason, and she goes, "It's part of who you are, like, why you hate her." And I said, "Me? Are you out of your mind?" And she said, "It's culturally part of who you are. You're Greek, aren't you?" I go, "Yeah." I go, then my mum, she has her own faith, whatever the fuck it is, yeah, but she doesn't like organised religion. She doesn't like what
Right.
the church has turned the religion into. Does that make sense?
Just a money-making machine.
Yeah.
That's
so
it.
Yeah.
my mum has openly admitted she loves the cultural elements of everything to do with Easter, because Greeks, Easter is the biggest event of the year.
Yep.
The country shuts down for like a week.
Yeah.
And I admit, I like some of the cultural elements. I like the fact that it's the one time of the year I see half my fucking family, and everyone's civil. But at the same time, it's just a blanket, a fucking a mask, a veil of fucking hypocrisy that all these fuckwits stand behind, and they judge everyone. It's like, yeah, you fucking mind. You're taking Holy Communion on Thursday because you can't be fuck going on Saturday. You haven't confessed.
You're sleeping.
You've abstained from cigarettes and that meat pie you have at Smoko, and that's it.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
And then you're judging everybody else.
And then you're judging everyone else.
That's really
Yeah.
Christ-like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
yeah,
Christian.
yeah.
Really fucking Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
understand.
with you, man. I can't stand the hypocrisy of not all Christians, but there are those ones that are just blatantly
Yeah.
hypocritical. You're like, what are you?
See, this is why I
Have you
just don't
had-
go to church.
No,
I'll be honest with you. I just don't go.
Right.
Friday, Saturday, I just refuse to go now because
I
it's like,
understand.
I've got my own beliefs and stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't need to show my face at a social gathering.
Right.
Like if you guys go, it's different because you actually want to be there and stuff like that. But for me, I go there. The last time I went was 3 years ago to get the light for my papu and stuff.
Oh, wait. No, I saw you there last year as well in Clayton.
Sorry,
Yeah, we both turned up.
I literally turned up at a minute to 12 to get the light for him because he's elderly. He can't go anywhere.
Okay.
I literally didn't stay for anything. Got the light
Yeah,
for him. Took it back
for
to his
him.
house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I messaged
okay.
you. I'm like, where are you? I'm like, on the other side near the milk bar. Fuck this, man. I'm out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gone.
No, I walked away as well. I was there with my auntie.
Because I could hear the chitter chatter. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
why I don't come here.
Yeah.
'Cause it's just all bullshit.
Right.
When they're doing the final prayer at midnight, when they start singing and all
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
you should see what's going on out there. It's like, well, you fucking
Are your
idiots, man.
families big? Like, so you mentioned your mum's not so religious, so she understands your stance.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a thing. I've played all of George Carlin, Bill Burrs, and fucking Bill Maher's shit to my mother, and she dies laughing. She
Yeah.
loves it. She fucking loves
Bill
it. She
Burr's
sees the irony in it. Like
funny.
she sees the comedy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why?
No, just wondering, with all your families, are they, are they sort of ignorant in their beliefs?
No,
and if you question them,
Oh,
do
so
they get
blind-
act up?
they're
Have you-
blind in their faith, is what
Right.
we're asking.
Exactly.
My
Yeah.
family's not. Like,
No.
a lot of the religious aspects of our family died when my grandmother died. So,
Okay.
like,
Yeah, because that was the old school.
that was the old school system.
And obviously they did it for her. Or
Yeah.
they did it because
Well,
they
yeah,
were
yeah.
forced to or felt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was that kind of thing. But our
Mm-hmm.
family's not overly like my grandfather still. He's got his lucky corner and like he's got his icons and stuff in the house and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. But he just refuses to go to church
So
now because he
it's
reckons
not
they're all
dying-
corrupt.
not dying.
It's the
Right.
Greek man. He sits there and he goes,
Right.
fucking corrupt, fucking this and that. And he goes, they're all. What he's got crooky this.
Yeah, just
crooks.
leftists.
Crooks.
Yeah. But I think it's like, what I'm trying to get at. What about your family?
My mum is not religious. No,
No.
she's culturally. She adopts the cultural
Yeah.
elements of it. But for instance, this year, you know, she wasn't even going to celebrate because most of my family, like in terms of my uncles are not. Just all, there's no reason for them to celebrate. So because they haven't married Greeks, so they've
Okay.
married Aussies.
Yep.
So for them, it's like. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
means
kind of
jack.
faded out
to
anyway.
them, it's nothing, and they're not, they're not religious. And my mum's not religious, but the only reason that we did it this year was because I think my brother Jason was like, "Are we going to have Magirica?"
What's that?
Goat gut soup.
It's a
What?
soup that's served. It's an Easter soup that is served
Just that's it. Once a year.
once a year, midnight mass afterwards.
Salty?
Salty.
Tastes like death.
So you go at midnight when you get the light, you come back and you have a feast, and you have a soup called Magirica, and it's kind of like a
The protein of all
it's kind of like
protein.
a Greek haggis.
If you wanted to
describe it?
bulk, if you wanted to like hit the gym
I was
and
just going to
shit,
say,
you eat
how's
that
your
stuff,
digestion
mate.
the next day?
It is. I love
Feast
it.
I fucking love it.
I fucking
yes,
love it.
We would
It
all
is.
love it.
It is great. No, it's it's beautiful.
As in
and it's
you're
got an
talking about the dish.
I've got lemon or
Yeah,
like
it's really
base,
nice.
Yeah.
and it's got like the offal of
Yeah.
lamb and stuff like that.
It's literally
Right.
consomme with goat guts.
Probably the best soup you could eat for you.
Yeah.
For you. Yeah.
It's all protein, man.
yeah, it's great. I love it. And and then they do the red eggs as well, right? So they crack the red eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you
So-
crack them on the head?
No,
No.
Oh.
You
On the
meant to
head.
go
you play a
competing.
game. It's a contest.
That's fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get really angry if you lose like 2-3 times. Give him another one.
Yeah, you always lose to the same person.
Yeah, and it's all smug and you want to punch him in the face, man. yeah.
Man, Greeks get rolled
is
up
fun.
over the egg.
Yeah, man.
It's like, I miss him, man.
yeah, bad. That's
So my brother wanted that. You know, he wanted to do. You know, he wanted to celebrate, do all the normal
Yeah.
Easter stuff.
Yeah,
and
so
she
it's
was like,
more
okay,
a cultural thing.
Yeah, so she's like, all right, we'll go. We'll come over for for midnight. At her place, and we did that, and then we had lunch at her place on Sunday.
Yeah, you do the lamb on the spit on
Yeah.
the Sunday. And
we did the lamb on the
standards.
Sunday, and that was it. So that's
Nice.
the extent of it for my mum. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What does Easter mean to you? Like, what does your family do?
We just go out. Yeah,
Clubbing.
Really. No. We have like. Could you imagine?
temperance for pre-drinks.
I would love to take my dad.
Well, you know what? Sunday nights, man, there's
wow.
a Greek night.
Actually, I was going to say
There's
Sunday.
and it's been happening since we were kids, man. There are Greek nights happening.
Gamma.
On Easter night.
Gamma bar.
It's like there's a Greek night.
Yeah.
And it's like something like Bordello.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. After midnight, they all go, they do coke, fuck each other.
I was going to say
And it's like, hang on a minute.
Christmas is like that now.
Yeah.
You know, like-
risen. Everybody get
I actually saw a meme. I actually saw the best meme the other day, man. It was from a Greek page, and it said, what if, just for 1 minute, think about this, what if Jesus went out and got so blind, his mates had to hide him for 3 days. and then got up Sunday and was like, I've risen! And that's all that was on a Greek page.
Yeah, it's mad.
It's just, just got blind, you know?
It was a fucking meme of Christ walking towards his mates, and he's like, "Hey, has anyone got any Advil?" And they're like, "Bro, I thought you died." Okay, sorry. So you go out on Easter Sunday.
Yeah, no, we don't do much, but the reason.
Is your family
Sophia's.
religious? Are you guys like staunch Catholics? What's the deal?
No, not at all. No, not at all.
you
And
worship the Pope?
I'm definitely not. we did do our like our classes. So like we did preparation.
Did you go to a private school? Catholic school?
I went to public and private.
Yeah.
So when I did preparation,
Catholic.
reconciliation, communion, confirmation, and so those are the four main things you have to
Jesus
go through.
Christ.
Is
this when you were at school?
Yeah, in primary.
This is the thing with Catholics. They have this thing.
Yeah, and look, it was 10
These
weeks.
initiations. It's weird.
Yes, 10 weeks of
No offense.
classes.
It's a gang
before
initiation, man.
Preparation. 10 weeks of classes before reconciliation. 10 weeks of classes, and it was like one every year.
10 weeks of
What's-
class.
10
Wait,
weeks.
what school
so
is
church
it?
classes.
Like 3
no, so
months.
after school we'd
And then
go
before,
to the church.
and
the
then before you
local
become a
church.
Catholic,
What
you get
school
jumped
is
in.
it?
It wasn't school. It was like
This is
after school, like church group
13
sort of thing.
seconds.
Okay.
I really loved it because I did it with one of my mates growing up. We went to primary school together and and like that sort of like really flirty kid best friend vibe, like with the other half,
Like, this is a guy.
the opposite
right?
sex. Yes. And like so, the only
Sounds like a pretty typical Catholic girl story.
I was going to say,
No,
turn the
no.
lights off.
the only
We are talking about a guy.
that was the only the fun part about it. It's like got to hang out with him more, So, yeah, sad. But yeah. But no, we did that, and then we went to
The Russian
a private high school, and then we did sort of like the church stuff there.
May I know what school you went to?
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I was asking that question.
What's that?
Yeah.
And what are you laughing at?
Nothing, man. I'm just laughing at him. I'm not laughing at anything. I'm laughing at him.
Okay.
I'm listening. I've got my hands in my lap. I'm listening. Can't I listen?
No.
Other than that, though, like, I was never religious. I would question my mother all the time. Like, why do we have to do this? All of it.
I was going to say, I could see you as a child just being really annoying.
Yeah, I was.
Asking questions
I
about
was.
everything.
But this is what I...
That kid that just why?
Because it is. Yeah,
Where is that age in kids where they just why? Why?
They're actually, the nieces are going through it now, so they're like 4, 5.
Oh, really? Is the all right.
Yeah,
Why do we do
like,
this?
Why?
Why do we do that?
Imagine that though. Imagine you answer it because there is a why. It's called phenomenal deduction. We learnt it in philosophy at uni, and you just keep boiling it down to its essence.
Yeah,
and,
it's great.
and essentially you get down to like the cosmos and.
But
Kids are smartasses these days.
Yeah.
That's if people can go that far.
That's because of Bean.
I was met with
And how
because I said so. And because I told you
Yeah,
so.
that's standard
And
because
because that's how it is. And so with my mum, it's funny because she's not overly religious and whatever, but it's like she doesn't know why she believes what she has, and she's like, I think I've sort of pushed the envelope with her a little bit, but I got to that stage where I was like, Ma, like, I don't even, look, marriage is another thing. If I get married,
But choose.
if I choose to get married,
like that Lisa
it will
doll.
not be in a
If I get
fucking
married.
church. Like, it will be in nature.
own
It will be
name.
in how I want it to be. Like, in somewhere beautiful or where the energy's great and right and how I want it to be. And it could be just me and that person, which I think is quite beautiful.
Personal experience?
And,
go overseas, elope, and just
yeah,
get married on an
correct.
island somewhere in Italy or Greece, and just fuck everyone else. Seriously? Yeah. Oh, man.
Right.
Let's hit fucks, dude. Yeah.
But my mum got
Fuck inviting
really
everyone.
like,
Invite no one.
Standards.
aggro about it, and she was sort of, like, what do you mean you're not getting married in church? I'm like, what do you mean? What do I mean? Like, of course not. And then it's like she got over that, and then I said, if I have a child, I'm not getting them baptized. And she's like, no. She's like, their soul will be in limbo. And I'm just like, who are you?
My kid's not
So
baptized.
she comes from. Well, she's a Catholic.
Right,
She comes
right.
from
But
that-
I'm just like, Mum, have you ever, like, what do you mean your soul's in limbo? Like, have you ever stopped to think, where does this come from? You don't even go to church. Like, what do you mean?
But that's
She
what
does
they
not
grew up to believe, though.
Correct.
That's the thing.
So
That's,
she hasn't really explored it. It's just, it is what it is. That's what she believes.
fair enough.
But, yeah, and obviously now she's like, my daughter's just my daughter. And I'll just let that go.
But see, this is what bothers me, yeah? At some point, everyone starts questioning their own, existence and, you know, what happens to us when we die and fucking blah, 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 and am I going to hell and all this sort of shit, right? I remember with...
I know where I'm going.
I have no misconception, man. I know exactly where I'm going.
Uh-oh.
Yeah?
Where's
The
that?
same
Where's
place
that?
that everyone else
Yeah.
is fucking going.
Where?
We're going to the same fucking joint.
Where is it?
Joe's Diner, man. I don't fucking know.
Springvale.
Yeah. I'll be honest, because I remember like 10, 15 years ago or something, yeah? Because like my mum and my
Jimmy
auntie... Huh? That was the last one you saw.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one. That's the new one.
Which one? The Sunnies
The
or
top
the
one, the top
Corrupt?
one? Oh, right up the top.
Well, that's not... I'm finishing that tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What's
that
that?
one's probably... You haven't seen that either. I got that done like a month ago as well.
What's that one?
Well, that's the Sunnies, the Ring and the Chain, and that's... Hang on.
Oh, that's the fucking album. Is that Regulate?
It looks like Regulate. It's Corrupt's Streets as a Mother, but it's the
Oh.
same exact pose.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is on the corner of Slauson and Crenshaw, and Regulate's on the corner of 21st and Lewis or something. 21 and Lewis. Yeah.
2-1 and Lewis.
Yeah. That's the memorial to my uncle, and on the flip, I'm going to have Daz Dillinger's This Is the Life I Lead album there.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
That's good.
They're pretty detailed.
They're very detailed, very specific.
But I think I hate when they bleed.
What do you mean?
You know, over time, they sort of the lines blur a little bit.
People age. So you're going to have flawless tats.
Yeah, but you can always get
I
them
had
touched
one
up.
that's bled a little bit, and I hate it.
Bled.
Yeah, like it's
Let out.
it's like not as crisp.
Oh, yeah.
Because your skin obviously sags and wears.
No, but I think
Are we
it's-
allowed to ask where that...
Yeah, it's down here.
Okay.
My
Yeah, it's-
pelvis.
You know what? You can always get it touched up, though.
And oh, okay.
And not just that.
What does it say?
Create miracles.
Not just that. It's because your clothes are always rubbing on it.
Create miracles.
Stand up, man, so we can see this
That
thing.
fades because obviously your underwear, your pants are rubbing on it. You can always get it touched up. It's not a big deal.
Can you?
The only
Of
way,
course you can.
the way to counter.
What happens when you get older though? When your skin stretches and it will say.
Well, that's-
will
that's
it say
why-
create miracles or
No,
will
it
it
says something
create
else.
tragedies?
I'm all alone. The way to counter that is to basically get big tats, as
Yeah,
opposed to
I
tiny
know,
little
but
details.
I
Because
like
dude,
the
even
details.
these have started to fade and shit.
Yeah.
It's tiny. You know, you can't see it.
Yeah.
You're going to get a big mother like this thing.
Yeah,
No, I'm
exactly.
the only one who hasn't been tatted up on this table.
Well, I want to go
you go.
get something else. Maybe I can take you with me.
Yeah, but you've been talking about getting that fucking
Phoenix.
the Phoenix.
Yes.
The Phoenix for ages.
I don't know though. I don't know.
Because you're an actor, it's a bit different.
Yeah, it is a bit
You
different.
know,
Because
put it where
if he
you can
goes for a
hide it.
role,
Same spot.
a tattoo might actually affect whether he gets a part or not.
It can.
Yeah,
Not
but
really
there's things to
anymore.
hide
The
it
thing
now,
is,
like
if I was to get a Phoenix, it
It's a
would
mad
be
face tat, man. Just
it would be on probably on my left shoulder, and it'd look sick, and it'd be
Yeah,
like
okay.
with fire and shit.
Or
like
like
that.
should get on the back of your
prime
calf.
real estate. Like,
Should get on your leg,
Dude,
man.
hang on, wait a
what about
second.
your back?
But I've got chicken legs, man. It's not good.
What
Dude,
about your back?
Right here, man.
Because the wings, you
Yeah,
know,
but
like,
I don't have cool legs, man. You know what I mean?
yeah, you got the Johnny Drama thing.
great calves.
Not just that. If you get a tat, though,
What a-
you got
great calves, bro.
a good tattooist will always make it look bigger. It'll pop out.
I'd rather have it on my arm.
Hang on, man.
I'd
you know
go
what?
arm or back.
That tat, I don't think tat syndrome
No?
is anything that's going to hamper an actor, man. Because fucking think of all the actors in Hollywood
You can
that are
hide
covered in
it.
tats, man.
You can hide
Johnny
it.
Depp, fucking
Yeah,
Colin
look,
Yeah,
Right.
but they're already like in there.
I mean,
like,
the thing is, I don't know. Like, I'm one of. I'm.
Is it the commitment? Or?
I think it's the commitment.
Right.
I think
No,
the
no,
fact that
but
it's
a lot
there
of people-
forever, and I'm
yeah.
just like, I don't
That
know.
says a lot.
just do it.
Says a lot. That's it.
says a lot.
Says a lot. What does it say a lot about? Huh?
So, Alex, tell us about your commitment issues.
trolling the guy.
Yeah.
No, but look, it is.
Say a lot.
Look, it is a big commitment. No. A tattoo is a big commitment. There's no question, especially if it's on show.
Raising your foot there.
No. Look, especially if it's on show.
Yeah, but not anymore, man. Like,
I'm just saying, like, for an individual that doesn't have a tat,
yeah.
like, you got tats, I got tats,
Yeah.
that show.
Well, yeah.
So there's no going back. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
But it's because it's be your first. If you decide to get one,
Yeah.
it's a big thing. It's like,
a big thing.
see, I'm a dickhead. I went and got it at 17 years old.
Yeah, but then the movie was over.
Then that was it for me. That was
I
like,
got it when we started talking around there.
Really?
Yeah, so it wasn't long ago.
No, but that was like 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
I look back at kids now. Like,
tat you got?
if I was 17 again, I wouldn't have got my tats.
Do you reckon?
Nah, not these ones.
Okay.
Ekalana.
But,
Yeah, but then I see like uni,
Yeah, I
like
don't
TAFE
want it to
students there
bleed.
with like neck tats.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's
I
like,
don't want all
dude,
that.
like neck tats and shit. Like you're 18 years old and you've got a massive fucking neck tat.
That's
What are you
just
doing?
kind of like thinking.
You know, yeah, like that shit. And
Yeah.
I'm not really on the hands, like full
Yeah.
tats on. I don't mind like little ones
But
and
see,
shit.
that's the thing. I've got a kid. There's a kid at work, yeah?
Face.
Greatest guy in the world. And one day he rocked up. I was having lunch with him, like he was sitting opposite me, and I'm just sitting there eating my sandwich. And I'm like, dude, is that ink? He had like two symbols on his fingers. He's like, yeah, I got him, the other day. I'm like, is that your first bit of ink? He's like, yeah. I'm like, wow, on his fucking fingers.
Yeah, I don't like
reason
that.
why I say that is
like that.
every tat guy, like, I mean, I've used the same dude for all my shit, yeah, but even like I've got a mate that runs a shop, they've all got the same policy. They refuse to do hand tats unless you've got at least a half a quarter sleeve.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have it to show that you're fucking committed to this shit
Okay.
and you know the implications of tattoos. Because hand tats, man, they're a big thing. There is still a stigma on the hand tat. You know what I mean?
What is the stigma?
Well, like,
Or is it just sort of like because it's so showy?
it's just there. Like,
You've
Because
got-
especially for your first tat.
I was thinking about
Yeah.
maybe getting like a couple of legs, pair of legs like that.
that's some shit that's some dumb shit I would do.
So, like, I always said, though, and this guy knows, if I was, like, rich and I had, like, my own company and I didn't have to worry about money, man, I'd be fucking covered.
Same, man.
Like,
I'd have
we're
to
talking,
fucking-
You know what, though?
we're talking,
yeah.
like,
Really?
I'd
man.
see
Gecko.
it, Nick.
What is-
I'd
what
see
I
it.
love.
I'd see it.
Attraction.
For me, it's
Yeah.
not about, oh yeah, I'm cool, I got tats. I love the art behind it. You know, at night, I'll be awake. I'm just like, what are you doing? I'm
It's
just scanning.
creative for you.
I'm just scanning through like tattoos and stuff. I'm like, that's so cool, or that's like.
It's like anything.
So you
it's
see
an
your
expression
body as
of
a
self.
canvas.
Absolutely,
Right,
man.
Right.
I mean, my first tat was at 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I skipped school to go get a tat, you know?
I can understand that perspective on it. Like, that's why I kind of like the fact that you've got, your tats and it's selected and there's a story behind it.
But
you know
he
what I mean?
loves tattoo, but he held off. He was smart.
So I didn't have any money. I didn't.
But don't forget, when you were 21, you could have went and got a
Yeah,
tat.
but you know what it was, man? For me, I didn't realize, like, people made it out like tats were so fucking expensive. There was no way I'd ever afford to do one. Then when I got the first one, and the guy's like, it's $200. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I got the second one chalked up. Like, it's the
think
whole
mine
fucking
was 80.
chest.
Yeah, but all up now, how much have you spent? Yeah, we're talking over $3K at least.
3K.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It adds up.
Oh, the
Have
sleeve.
you, what's the one on your chest?
The house. That's my mum's in Greece. That's the house my grandfather built after World War II.
Oh my God, sweet.
Germans destroyed their house in the village. So then my grandfather rebuilt the house, and since that point, there's been at least 3 generations always living in that house. So my
Right.
mother grew up there. I mean, I saw the house for the first time, in
Yeah,
98. Every time I go back to the village, it's always there.
That's really nice.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
it literally looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing. I always thought tats were unattainable because they were too expensive. Then I figured out that's not that much.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I can do it. But again, yeah, like okay, like Nick said, tats serve a purpose for different people, right? Like some people have just got random fucking nautical themed tats on their arms.
Yeah.
For me, it's a love. Like, I love tattoos. Like,
Some
it's
people just
Yes.
like cool looking shit. For
Yeah.
me, all my tats are just reminders, yeah? So like every single one is a reminder of something. You know,
It's expression. It
That's
makes
why,
it.
that's why I like, if I was to get them, I would have that relationship to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why for me that the symbolism of the phoenix, rising from the ashes.
Yeah, you've been saying
man.
it for years,
You know
man.
what I
Like,
mean?
I completely get it. I'm
Yeah,
on board
yeah.
with that. You should do it.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's the thing, like, I cracked it, man, because, like, someone asked me what that one was, right? The sunnies and the ring and the chain. They're like, oh, who are you? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, do you know what that fucking represents to me?
Yeah.
Okay, that represents financial freedom. For me.
Yeah.
That represents financial freedom and not forgetting to treat myself every now and then, right? Because, like, with me, I never had money for sunnies. I never had money, like, up until fucking 2011 or something, or like when I first got the job that I have now, and I actually had an income where I was able to save some money as opposed to just living day to day. Yeah. So I could never afford anything designer. I couldn't afford any little perks or luxuries. And then the second I got my first sort of paychecks, I paid off all my debts like straight away. And then I'm like, fuck it, I want to treat myself to something. So I bought a pair of sunnies. And that's why, like, you look at my Insta account, it says, what does it say? My Insta profile, my Twitter profile, they've all got the same thing. It's, I spend money I don't have on cold cuts and designer sunglasses. Because that's literally my life, yeah? I'm serious, dude. I was this guy at the deli the other day.
I love the
For
cold
like $30 on porchetta and prosciutto, man. I'm like, what? I don't even got money to put fuel in my car, but I got cold cuts.
damn straight in the car.
I could not be vegetarian for that reason.
I had the cold cuts with me at the tap, and I'm like, dude, we're going to put this because they're going to die in my car. Yeah. But like,
You need an Esky in there.
I'm serious.
Start a tattoo parlor up here, man.
Up here, just 2 guys in the back all fucking day. But yeah, dude, like for me, that represents financial freedom and just, treating
Yeah.
yourself to shit. Or everything here, like the tape deck, the pills, Slim Shady LP, everything here.
There's a
I
story
could,
to it.
Yeah, I could dissect it for fucking an hour for you if
That's
you
what's
wanted
cool
me to.
about it.
Yeah.
That's cool about it.
Like that's what, exactly. Everything you get should have a meaning.
Have you got your son tattooed on you?
Not yet. I'm actually
foot.
Yeah, I've got them printed.
Yeah,
as in
yeah,
things, so
yeah.
they're ready to go. But I'm also getting like all this here.
Done. Okay.
The tattooist has drawn it up,
Yep.
so it's all ready to go. So I'm gonna get see, for me, having Eli was like a balance for me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get like scales.
Oh.
But in a cool way. It's gonna be like really cool. Maybe his name, and I'm gonna have a crown, like he's my prince.
Gorgeous.
So yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
like real cool, kind of like black grey kind of thing.
What's your opinion on lovers
What do you mean?
tattooed?
What?
Or
like, is it a turn on?
spouses? Or,
Oh, like
no,
getting
no,
your wife's name or something?
Yeah, or like names or...
Oh, no.
I would never get names unless they're my children.
I've got
Yeah,
names.
okay.
Yeah, but like not of like randoms.
Not random. No,
got-
but your wife.
You have
or-
a list of women's
Well,
names with
I've got my
crosses.
parents on one side.
That's different. That's your parents, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got my parents on one side. I got my family name, and I got
Yeah.
my uncle's name.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
But like, that was my one rule. Like with a wife or
Yeah,
anything like
so
that,
none of
I
that.
don't think I could do it.
Yeah.
Because
What if you divorce?
no, yeah, that's
I could.
Well, dude, someone brought up when I showed someone.
it's a touchy stuff. It's
yeah, yeah.
I'm not
I can
a
understand
no,
it.
but I'm
Yeah.
definitely not a yes. It's like
Right.
a bit of a weird.
Well, a mate of mine, when I showed him the Slim Shady LP, like when I first got it, he's like, "Fuck, man, I don't know if I could get. Is it a smart thing to put someone else's like name or face? Like, what happens if they turn out to be like some sort of child pedo or something?" I'm like, "Well, look, man.
Well, then you could just take it off.
Yeah, okay, look." Be that as it may, like if Eminem, if it gets outed in the Me Too movement and Eminem turns out to be some sort of child molester, like too bad, so sad. Like, yeah, that's fucked up, right? But that album, that bit of work meant a lot to me.
Yeah,
for
it's in
these
the way
formative
that you're
years,
thinking
and that
about
molded
it.
whatever it did for me. I can't. My
And then
opinion-
and then there's the whole discussion about separating the art from the artist.
Yeah, exactly. Then you
Mm-hmm.
go back into that. You know what I mean? I said, I got my parents tatted on me. I haven't spoken to the old man in I don't know how fucking long.
Yeah.
What, am I going to get lasered off tomorrow? Still my father. Like, and that meant whatever it meant to me.
Right, and
then,
I think
at
that's
that
why
time.
I say that I could.
Yeah.
Is because it's not necessarily the person, it's the growth, it's the evolution, and maybe that beautiful part.
Yeah, but family is different. I think like having your
Yeah.
family on there, whether you talk to them or not. But like a spouse is a bit different because
Spouses are expendable.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
See?
like a spouse is different.
That's the T's philosophy on it.
Yeah, right. I'm not going to touch that shit, okay?
No, I'm
we
just
need a
saying,
break
like,
soon. I need
yeah.
a toilet break.
Yeah, like I think it's just a little different. And
Yeah.
again, going back, if it's got meaning to you, you want to do it, cool. I won't judge anyone that does it. Like it's not on my body. So if it's on yours, then cool.
I brought this up over last weekend or something when someone was asking me about my tats. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember how I came up with it. I was talking about someone, and in order to explain who they were, I gave a backstory. And one of the things was that they were with a partner for like fucking years, right? They weren't married or anything, but they were just together forever. And then they broke up, and within like the next couple months, she'd met like another dude, right? And all of a sudden her social media had blown up that like she was in this relationship with this new dude, la la la. I'm like, oh yeah. But then like fast forward 4 or 5 months, they're in Bali or Thailand, and they've both got matching crown tats or some shit on their hands.
It's just no.
Yeah, they got matching tats on their hands.
Yeah. I know,
It's like, well, to their credit, they're married now and she's pregnant. But at the same time, it's like, hey man, like relax.
I'm with
Risky,
you, man.
risky.
Slow your roll.
It's a
man.
bit.
Right.
It's a bit. Maybe like.
Yeah.
I just find that a bit too much. Yeah. Yeah. No, I just find
for
it a
lack
bit
of
much. I
better
find it a
words.
bit much.
Slow
It's just-
your roll. Like seriously,
Yeah.
calm the fuck down.
Yeah. See, like Ren asked me, she goes, "Would you get my name on you tattooed?" And I said, "Honestly, probably not." And she's cool with that. I'm like, I just don't think so. She goes, "Would you get your kids?" I go, "Of course. They're my kids." At the end of the day, I go, you could walk away from me. And you could meet someone, and I've still got your fucking name on me. Do you know what I mean? And I've been
Yeah.
looking at it going, oh, that bitch. You know, like, or something like that. And then and then it costing me more money to get it lasered off.
Yeah.
And then it's costing me money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've got that perspective on it.
Yeah, I just won't put a name on me.
I don't know. Oh,
I like writing. I like cool writing.
Yeah.
Like ancient. Like I was thinking about
Poetry
One of
or
my mates, one of my good mates, has
Quotes.
got in Greek,
I guess.
gnothis know thyself.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
a change
love
up.
that.
I was going to say Molon Lavet. Every
fucking
Molon
Lavet.
What's that?
It's what the Spartans said to the Persians.
every
at the
sick
first
cunt
battle.
Greek has got that tattoo.
Why are they so like
Because they're fucking idiots. I don't even know what it means.
And they've never been to Greece.
patriotic? Yeah.
Why are they so patriotic?
Because they're fucking morons. They have no fucking. They're so patriotic.
But like almost like the yucky kind. Do you know what I mean? Not
I
that-
said it to my tack guy. I go, I'm thinking about getting something on my leg, right? That was like meant to be my next one. He's like, what? The Versace fucking logo? You know, the Greek fucking.
Goose ahead.
No,
The
the
pattern, man.
the pattern that goes like this.
The pattern. Yeah.
And I just started laughing. You serious? He goes, bro, he goes, how many people have fucking come in and get that shit from me, man?
Yeah.
He just laughed. I just started laughing because I knew exactly what he was talking about, man.
See
I
me.
like that one though.
Well,
thyself.
Gnothis Southon,
Yeah, that's what I said. It's a
That's
change
good.
up
That's
from
nice.
Molon Lavet, you know?
And what I hate is, from where
What
I'm
is that
from in
sentence?
Greece, we have the Virgina, right?
So
And every cunt here in Melbourne that have never been to Thessaloniki,
No.
nothing.
I want
where
the head of Alexander the Great.
No, I've got the
Oh,
Virgina.
the son
I've got it on my leg.
son,
And I got it done in Greece.
Yeah.
Because I was born there.
Oh,
And he
you-
was in
I was born in Greece, man.
in Thessaloniki.
Yeah, man. I'm son of Thessaloniki, mate.
Oh, dude.
This is Virginas, mate.
But that's the point.
But I got it done in Greece. I didn't get it done here from some random guy. Like, the TED Talk I went to, full Greek, knew exactly why I was getting it. You know, no fuss, no muss. You know what I mean? It wasn't like to show
thought
off.
about-
Hardly no one has seen it, unless I wear shorts. Like,
Yeah,
There's a
there's a few
respect
things.
there.
There's a few
Respect-
things.
Absolutely.
respect
There's a
yeah.
few symbols and whatever that have stayed with me forever, and I think I would get those. Like, for instance, the classic the comedy drama masks.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For
See, that's
for
you, man.
theatre,
That's-
you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
And that's me, you know, because like
Yeah.
that really is part of me. So
You're an actor.
and the ancient Greek mask, you know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
that actually that's a good.
See, that would be so
Yeah.
cool, man.
I'd get them stylized
Yeah.
to represent you
Yeah.
in some way.
In what sense?
I don't know.
and get a
Like-
get a
Don't just
design,
get-
not the
Yeah, not the cookie cutter
general-
version of it. Get
yeah.
something stylized to you.
Okay.
You know, don't get them black and white and just clean cut.
And maybe like a fucking kick-ass quote from like an ancient play, or
Dude,
just something
if-
that
yeah.
you love.
If I was
that,
getting those
you know,
masks,
That one
yeah,
was good.
the masks themselves would be stylized to look worn and fucking battered.
Oh yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Cool.
Like,
yeah.
that, like, as in if that was mine, they'd be
yeah.
battered to shit house.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, see, like
Because
Nick
it
had
makes-
called it. Nick had called it like 2 years ago and said if I was going to get my next tats were going to be music based or music themed, and he was fucking right. Like I'd heard it in an old episode. I'm like, oh my god, he called it because these are all mostly musical influences and shit. Yeah,
know him better than himself.
but what I got sick of was fucking dickheads getting treble clefs fucking tatted on.
They don't even know what it is. They don't even know what it is.
Can't play an instrument and like, what's with the treble clef?
They're like, what?
What? Yeah, what? Okay,
thought it was a
that's
bass
on your arm. Oh, those are notes, yeah? I'm like,
No.
they're treble clefs, yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah, but they have no idea why.
Oh, I thought it would look cool.
You know what I love when they get the whole music line and stuff of their favourite song.
A fucking
they get
job, man.
like sheet music on their arm. It's like, do you even know how to play that line? No.
See, I wouldn't get sheet music.
No.
Dude, one of my first tat concepts ever, when I was fucking like 17, I've still got the
Tabs. Tabs on your arm.
I think I remember this. I
I've
think
got
you
the
told me.
fucking image, man. I was probably like 20 when I did it. I'll bring him in, man. It's literally sheet music with the note on the note D, right?
Ah.
But I thought about it. I'm like, dude, I can't read sheet fucking music. It means nothing to me. Everything I've learned to play was by ear or by, whatever.
I remember there was another note music one that you had.
Yeah, he was going to do it and scrunch it up as a tat.
I can't remember what it was.
What that?
No.
What?
No, it was something else to do with music.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was a thing with your sister.
Oh, because because I'm a twin. I was going to put because her name starts with the letter, like in Greek, it looks like a letter X. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to put it on my ankle over my Achilles heel. It was going to be embedded into the DNA strand because we share
Oh,
DNA because we're
wow.
twins. So she was my Achilles fucking heel.
Clever.
Well, little did you know.
That is, isn't that sick?
That's really clever. And actually,
Yeah, but I
That
thought about
says
the
a lot
pain that would fucking.
But
go
see,
through.
look at the thought that goes into tattoos.
Yeah,
And you get other
yeah.
dickheads that go and get neck tats at fucking 18. You think, dude,
I like that.
you've
I'm
just
coming to
fucked
you.
yourself up.
can help.
You know, it's just it's an individual thing, but
Lord love her, man.
yeah, that's
for
dude,
fuck's sakes,
yeah.
man.
I'm gonna get the Greek flag on my face.
And you know what I love when they get
That's it, man.
Hey, wait, have you guys seen it under the, like, in your lip? Like in the this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, I've been told that they don't last long because of the saliva that you mouth.
Right.
You know, all the saline just.
What about your eyeballs and shit? Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
the fucking
I've never done
Arnie. Do you
that.
remember was it the 6th day?
Oh, actually,
The clone.
this is what we can do. If you guys are up for it, I'll buy tickets for you this week. Do you want to go to Rites of Passage?
Oh, the
Tattoo Festival in Carlton?
When is it?
I think
go.
it's the 21st of April.
Oh, no, I can't.
Is
No, it's like
Overweight.
over like 3 days.
Is there booze?
Is there what? Is there what?
Is there booze?
Of course there's booze. There's a tatted up fucking
Maybe a booze
fine, then I'm
hound.
Rites of Passage. Rites of Passage Melbourne. I'm sick because I missed out last time. We didn't go.
What was
I
the
was
other
so
one?
shattered, man.
So we're going to spend the Paris
it's the
Cap.
20th.
Is that what we're doing?
It's between the 20th and the 22nd. So it goes for 3 days.
Well, let us check. We'll check our schedules.
Yeah, if you can do it on I'll be free on that Sunday.
I'll be
Sunday. We can do it on a Sunday if anything.
possible.
Yeah, I'll do it on Sunday.
Alright.
10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So we've got 8 hours, and then you go. If you, I love tattoo festivals.
What do you
and
do
shit.
there? You just look tattooed cunt.
Dude, people getting tattooed. You get a tattoo if they can fit you in.
They can, if you get a tattoo on those days, you can probably get it at a better rate because you're on show for everyone.
Yeah.
And B, you've got literally the world's best international artists at your helm. So
And you can actually go into competitions and stuff.
And you get
Wow.
bonus
Tattoo of the day, best Japanese tattoo, best Latino tattoo, blah, blah, blah.
If you're going to get the best of the best tat,
Yeah.
it's going to be there.
Those best Greek tattoos?
Dude, there's actually some good Greek tattooists, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, they actually do Greek tats and shit. That's another thing that pisses me off.
Do you go
Can't they
to
get Spartan helmets? They're not even from there.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Do you go
I'm
to
actually
the same
Irish.
person?
I'm from Cork.
What is this? It's a helmet.
Irish cunts with Spartan tats. Sorry, you.
No, I was just asking if you go to the same guy. I know you've got one tattoo from Greece. But do you go to the
These
same guy?
two I got done from the same guy when I was like 17,
Yeah.
and he doesn't tattoo anymore, and they're like
Oh, okay.
outdated. I got these done in 2001.
Yeah.
So we're talking before the whole tattoo explosion happened.
Yeah.
Where all the hipsters started getting tattoos.
Yep.
I went to like a guy, like a bikie.
Not cool anymore, is it? Fuck.
You know, like I went to like a bikie pretty much and got my tats done.
Yep.
This guy did mine at Victims of Ink, just here on Bay Street.
Yeah, and they're closed,
Pabs.
aren't they?
They closed down,
They're
did
closed,
they?
yep.
Well, that's Pabs. He works in...
Because it's on Bay Street.
yeah, they're
So
run by bikies as well and stuff.
But yes.
Yeah, by like common chairs and shit. And this one, I went to Chapel Street, so I'm going to stick with this guy.
Okay.
Lenny. So he designed that stuff.
Yep.
And then once I get that, and this is all designed already.
Well done,
so it's just
Lenny.
getting in there.
Shout out.
A question. Sorry, I'll just quickly. You got it done in Oakley, yeah? The first ones?
Yeah.
Above in that roof thing?
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of the guy?
Yeah, Sugar.
Sugar?
Yeah.
In the attic.
Was he was he a younger dude or an older dude?
When we were like 17, 18, he would have been about in his probably late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah, dude. I'm pretty sure I know his old man.
Yeah.
He was a hard cunt.
Sugar, and Sugar was like a tattooed up fucking
totally.
no teeth.
Like,
Anyway,
doing these.
Cheers to go.
I'm gonna
Schmogo.
be my pants. Yeah. So
Schmoko.
Classy.
I know. I'm all class.
Yeah.
Didn't we make an agreement to bring in quotes?
Yeah, I can get
Yeah.
one.
Oh, shit.
All right. So next, let's have a talk.
Alex is like on his phone. Quick leverage break.